a packet on the hardwood.
And both of these programs know that to win here.
Out there with Turner, and it's Ford in at the 4 spot.
Notable Longhorn of all time. Is Kevin Durant. Only spent one.
Misses off the right. From the distance of about 14 feet.
And you see Freak out there. Nobody is 100% sure what position he'll be best at on the next level, but they know he'll be out on the wing. He looks so comfortable in space.
And with Freak, it's his plethora of moves that really impress me. He can create a shot in space anywhere and anytime. He's got a really good sense of how to operate from the wing.
Shots good by Ellis.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got.
Here's Campbell, and the Bruins check on 2 more. Edwards. Pass to Edwards. There's the pick. The feed to Ford. Over to the left wing. Here's Doherty. Good, and a nice assist from Ford. Doherty's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
Tell you what, you better watch out. Fellas, he is on fire here today.
And some changes here for the Bruins. Johnson, he's checked in for Looney. Morris comes in for Campbell. And Starks is subbed in for Free. A big group substitution here for Texas. Richmond kicks to Blair. On the wing, Turner. Swiped away. Morris into the lane. Shot is off. Now Texas takes it the other way.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
He doesn't get the second one. Now Blair. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Blair's got his first bucket in this one. So on the floor for Texas. Turner is out there with Hudson. Then it's Richmond. And it's Rush in at the 3 spot. Back to Starks. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. Here's Francis. No luck. Good work defensively by Turner.
You know, I'd have been very impressed if he had got that one to go. Tough D.
Now, here's Blair. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Blair's got his second basket of the game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defenders.
Francis' shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And the Bruins going here with a whole new group out there. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunity.
Francis in at shooting guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then there's Free, and it's Roberts in at the 5 spot. And for Texas, they've got Turner. Edwards is out there with Ellis. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the power forward. And taken away by Ellis. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Stay down.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the line for him here.
Elbow. Scoop.
And Ellis drops them both. Here's Free. Right wing. Campbell, the pass to Free. Here's Looney. He feeds it to Freak. And Turner with the block. Edwards against Free. Doherty the screen. Edwards passes to Ford. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And a wide open look for Freak. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Freak's got 6.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Campbell against Doherty. Here's Francis. Sinks the triple. He's got 9. And so it's Texas with it. They trail by 1. Ellis outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook, really, when you look at how they're playing. They are having their way down low.
A platoon swap here for Texas. And here's Freak. 9 points in the game so far.
Move the ball. Stick it to the
Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much. Neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
It's been brutal in terms of the physicality down low.
Here's Francis. Rebounded by Hudson. Francis in at point guard. Johnson is out there with Irving. Then it's Fresh. And it's Morris in at the 3. Pull up Jay. And that one goes long. Blair with it. Up top, Richmond. Here's the screen. Off the pick. And the basket good. And Texas leads by 1.
Wow, the fans are really getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game.
Up to this point, Greg, it's been almost impossible to separate these teams. I think this one's going to be close all the way. One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. It's very nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
They get the rebound. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
That's good. It is hard work on the backcourt.
Bruins also with the sub. Freak check in for Morris. And it's the Bruins with the ball. A 2-point game. Free passes to Francis. Some solid defense from Doherty.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And Thornton kicks to Hudson. Back to Thornton. Baseline Jay on the way. Connects. A huge shot to tie it up.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Looney.
The ball. Sticking too much.
Now, Freak. It's in.
Big bucket. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. No open three.
If we can't get the ball in, we have another timeout. Use it if you need it.
Campbell against Doherty. Here is Edwards. Takes the 3. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's UCLA picking up the win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as Clark continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would
Welcome, everyone. It's the night. Energy is contagious here in the building. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing the UCLA Bruins.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
And Wisconsin, looking at who they've got. They've got Hill. He's out there with Hawkins. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the four-man position.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
And both free throws good from Freak.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
The Badgers pull it in.
And trying to come up with a highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot to finish it.
It's going to be two free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Badgers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That's good from Hawkins. No good on the second free throw. Campbell with it. There's the pick. Now Freak. And a missed layup. Freak's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Hawkins kicks to Hill beyond the arc. And yes, sir, that one drops. Hill's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Free passes to Francis. Shot from the top of the key. Connects. The jumper drops. Freak's got 6.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal in high school.
A 3 ball. The Badgers pull it in. Here is Hawkins, and the foul called on Freak. And now a new group getting ready to come in for the Bruins. Roberts is checked in for Johnson. Looney comes in for Thomas. Campbell is checked in for Morris, and Freak subbed in for Starks. And Wisconsin, looking at who they've got. They've got Decker. Hawkins is out there with Kaminsky, and it's Walker in at the power forward.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Passes it to Hawkins. He feeds it to Decker. Here's Walker. And it's Looney with the rebound. Fast break, UCLA. No good from Campbell.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Hawkins knocks down the 3 ball.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him. You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Excellent use of the screen that time. And it's 8 points for Freak.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Decker, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And here's Hawkins. He has 6. Here's Walker. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run. And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Francis cannot hit, and so we conclude the first half. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
Greats to ever play the game.
Francis in its shooting guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then there's Free, and it's Robertson at the center position. And for the Badgers, Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Kaminsky. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4 slot. Here's Francis.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And there's the feed to Decker. Shot is no good. The Bruins go the other way with it. Campbell the pass to Looney. Evans with the steal. Hawkins against Campbell. Hawkins kicks to Hill. Francis grabs the board. UCLA trails by 7. Here's Campbell. Goes back up. And that one's good.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And the Bruins go here with a whole new group out there. The Badgers leading by 3. Francis, he's in a shooting guard. Irving is out there with Thomas. Then there's Free, and it's Porter at the 3 slot. Here's Hill. No good. Good D by Irving.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
Here's Hill. That one wide left.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And some changes here for the Bruins. Roberts is checked in for Thomas, and it's Campbell in for Porter.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, but today's been no different.
Outside Hill. From beyond the arc. Good.
And a lot of scoring here late, but there hasn't been any defense to speak of.
No, there really hasn't been, Greg, but that doesn't mean we haven't liked it. I mean, the highlight reel is being overwhelmed and overworked.
That's good. 14 points for Freak. Now here's Evans. Moody's checked in for Irving. There's a minute 47 left here in the second half. Evans dishes to Hill. The basket good off the assist from Evans. That's 10 points for Hill.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Here's Free inside. Here's Roberts. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. The Badgers leading by 4. Hawkins passes to Kaminsky. Feeds to Decker. There's the pick. Hill kicks to Evans. And stolen by Freak. The pass to Campbell. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Left to play here in the second half. And that's Evans penetrating. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Blowing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And they had a foul to kill, but we want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. I knew if they want saving grace in that situation.
He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. 58 seconds left to play in the second half. Free passes to Francis. Here's Free. He's covered by Hawkins. At the elbow, it's Free. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
And it's Hill penetrating. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Let's look at some numbers in this one for Hill. 10 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
So So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game. 36 seconds left in the second half. Free passes to Francis to tie it up. Fires the 3. It's good. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Freak, you're the guy. So good screens, tight passes now. We need to get Freak a clean look. Execute, and let's put him away.
Evans right side. Jumper off the screen. Count it!
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep. Weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
So it's Wisconsin picking up the win.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the Queen Mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing,
Daddy.
Mr. P?
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken.
We met working at the post office together.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the ninth pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select Justice Winslow from Duke University. With the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select Miles Turner from the University of Texas. With the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Trey Lyles. With the 13th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select the 19-year-old shooting guard from UCLA.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen,
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Here we go. My first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just got to get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first game of the NBA's regular season. In a season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
No, he's thinking but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
On the floor for Dallas, Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Felton is out there with J.J. Barea, and it's Powell in at the center. Chandler, there's the killer two-handed slam.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And G.A. strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end. Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And guys, what a spark plug J.J. Barea has been throughout his career. When he comes in the game, you can feel the lift. We saw a couple games against Houston in the playoffs. Saw it back in 2011 in the championship season for the Mavs.
That's a great point. I mean, he has an energizing effect on his teammates, the fans, and the announcers. I mean, he just brings so much spirit and hustle to the games. Very hard not to root for a guy like that.
Good. J.J. Barea. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. Knight dishes to Freak. Out left to the wing. Outside Knight. The feed to Tucker. Shot clock at 5. Freak kicks it to Tucker. Shoots. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Passes it to Powell. Parsons outside. Nowitzki sets a screen for Parsons. The pass to Nowitzki. Again, the Mavericks score.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
Outside Knight. To the wing on the left. Here's Tucker. Off target with his 3. It's all tied in Phoenix. And we'll get the second quarter underway. Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I could be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you? Nowitzki comes in for JaVale McGee. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Barea subbed in for Raymond Felton. Francis in at shooting guard. Chandler out there with John Lure. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Knight in at the point. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Feeds it to Parsons. Fires from 18. Phoenix grabs the miss. Now, here is Knight. Shoots. And the Suns miss again.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Nowitzki gets a wide open look. Francis grabs the board. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready. He's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Knight hits them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Nowitzki left side. Good on the shot. Nowitzki's got 4 points in the quarter.
Assisted by J.J. Barea.
Knight cannot hit. And the first half is now in the books. The Suns on.
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a lead, but lots of basketball left to play. We were able to throw off their offensive rhythm with good ball pressure and heads up deep. Let's keep picking their pockets and jumping in those passing lanes. The guys I will get.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves. Time for a look for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. For Dirk Nowitzki. And Barea subbed in for Wesley Matthews. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Chandler Parsons. Jared Williams out there with J.J. Barea. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Powell in at the 4 slot.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half. And they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
They set the pick. It's Williams with the drive. Chandler with the block. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Francis, he's in at shooting guard. E.J. Tucker is out there with John Lure. Then there's Ronnie Price, and it's Jenkins in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Tucker with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Francis. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Francis gets the bucket. In a moment to celebrate here. Those are his first official points as an NBA player. Here's Barea. And it's Lure with the rebound. Lure's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage, all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Mavericks shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Now here's Jenkins. Guarded by Barea. Here's Francis. Off the mark and a bad shot there. Freak's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Price outside. And the Suns miss again.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
And it's Harris off the drive. No luck.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
They set the screen. Price the pass to Lure. And here's Barea. To the paint, unloads from 13. Here's Harris, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Pass to Jenkins from deep. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Price has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
They've been splashing home those threes since halftime.
Marked improvement in their shooting from what we saw to start the game.
Right wing, here's Powell, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. He dishes it to Price. It's stolen by Barea. Banked in off the glass.
J.J. Barea.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Now here's Price, guarded by Barea. Price outside. And Tucker has it in the corner. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Ronnie Price delivering a nice dime.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Barea, guarded by Price. Got a hand on it. They get it back.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
They set the pick. Dishes it to Lure. He tries for 3. Anderson with the block. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Barea. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Barea's got 4 points this quarter. Phoenix has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
Move the ball.
Price outside.
Too much.
Kicks to Jenkins. It's hauled in by Harris.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Suns.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Tyson Chandler. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Alex Lenz checked in for John Lure. Mirza Teletovic comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Goodwin subbed in for Jenkins. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Mavericks. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Goodwin. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for
That
Phoenix.
free throw, no good.
Taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Now, here's Felton. He's guarded by Francis. From the wing. Felton can't get it to go. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it. Whew.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Alex Len.
His field goal percentage was excellent, up over 60%. This was a player in total control of his game.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith,
Steph Curry and the Warriors next game. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. You know they'll be running and gunning. And Steph's going to do 2 or 3 things that make you want to stop and stare. But we can't let that distract us. Because if we lose focus for even a second, they'll be up 20. So maybe it's up to me to put on a little show of my own.
And the Warriors on a single-game road trip here before heading back home. Well, they're entering a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and have their win total.
They have really hit the ground running this year. Imagine things coming together for them any better or quicker. They've been dominant in the early season.
Yeah, not the team you want to face right now. Never mind midseason form. They've been playing in championship here early on.
Here we go.
And it's the Suns to start. Here's Curry. 35 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Curry in at the point. The Phoenix Suns weren't terrible at home by any means last year. They ended up over 500, but Greg, they weren't quite dominant enough at home to get in the playoffs.
That's a great point. I mean, they finished the year +3 in terms of wins at home. Not bad, but not good enough when you're talking about that Western Conference.
They double-team Curry. Iguodala's drive. That's good. Iguodala's got his first 2 points.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Bledsoe kicks to Cheletovich. Offline with his three.
You know, when you talk about the Suns, their play at home sums up their season. When you are just above average in the West, you won't be in the playoffs. You've got to be really good at home to make it in the West in the playoffs. A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Bledsoe against Thompson. Bledsoe kicks to left. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass. And Phoenix had some turnover issues at home last year, but overall, and to drive this home, they just were okay here in this building, and that's not going to cut it.
Now let's find out what head coach Steve Kerr had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I talked to him about the shot blocking they're certain to face in this matchup. He's certainly cognizant of it, and he told me this. If we can play a little more up-tempo and score before their bigs can recover, that will help. Also, getting them on the move in the half court, whether with ball movement or screens, will also serve us well. Kevin, if they can execute, they'll have some success.
Thanks for getting back to us on that report, Doris. Guys?
And, you know, they obviously spent the brunt of their time preparing for this game by coming up with ways to attack that vaunted defense.
Attack being the operative word, all in caps. I mean, it has to be an active, assertive approach they use. They can't sit back and be passive.
And Bledsoe, here we go. And Thompson sends it back. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge. Green kicks to Curry. Offensive rebound. Bogut gets the bucket.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Here's Len, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Pass to Francis. Lots of room. And that one's good.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle, spreading it around.
Curry is inside, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a...
And Freak subbed in for Goodwin. Then for the Warriors, Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Azili. Draymond Green comes in for Maurice Spates. And Curry subbed in for Klay Thompson. Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
And Golden State, looking at who they've got. Barnes and Green are the forward. Livingston is out there with Curry. And it's Bogut in at the 5 down low. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 14-6 run. Curry kicks to Bogut. Bogut sets a screen for Barnes. The tray. Glenn grabs the board.
And for Thompson, his three-pointer was his calling card early on, but I love the way he's expanded his game every season. He's become a very good defender and broadened his offensive game as well.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Curry. 7 points in the game. Stolen by Warren. Six to shoot. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And, you know, and speaking of Thompson expanding his game, he's also come out of his shell a little bit. Very quiet early on, but he has gotten more and more comfortable in the league and becoming more outspoken. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Right into the lane. And a wide open look for Freak. cannot hit. The Warriors go the other way with it. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Len, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Over the last 10, looking at the Warriors, here's how they compare to the rest of the league. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're the number 2 field goal percentage team in the league. This is a team that has really grown in that area, taking good shots and knocking them down.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with.
Phoenix has got going on right now. Here's that just checked in for Lure, in for Warren. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Brandon Knight. Andre Iguodala.